From Bachira with schizophrenia to Chigi with self-harm behaviors. In this video, I'll try to convince you that all characters in Blue Lock have some kind of mental disorders and should visit a psychiatrist. Let's start. From the beginning, we have known that Blue Lock is a prison created to exploit the talent of young schizophrenics and, in this way, win the World Cup for Japan. In this video, we'll delve into the mental conditions of each Blue Lock player. Let's start. Number 12. Ryo has an obsessive personality disorder. Although it typically focuses on perfection and control, it can manifest in relationships if the person tries to control how another person acts or feels. In this case, his precious treasure, Nagi. This can be sometimes be confused with obsession. Number 12. Number 11. In this position, we find the King Barrow, who has delusional disorders. Specifically, delusions of grandeur can lead a person to believe they have exceptional skills, wealth, power, or importance. Barrow has delusions of being a king, therefore he needs to go to a psychiatrist. In this position, we make an honorary mention to Naruhaya, who, by believing he was the protagonist in the first part, ended up being obliterated. Number 11. Barrow and Naruhaya. Number 10. We meet the Red Panther, Chigi, who has the following disorder: self-injurious behavior disorder. It involves physically harming oneself without the intention of ending one's life as a way to manage painful emotions or situations. This case is simple. Chigi constantly seeks to give his all, even though this may lead to the end of his professional career. Number 10. Number 9. Here we find Tokimitsu, a character known for his great insecurity. He has social anxiety disorder. It can include extreme worry about social interactions and the judgment of others, which can lead to physical symptoms like covering one's face. Number 9. Number 8. Descending from heavens, Aryu, with his great glam. Aryu has body dysmorphic disorder, an obsessive concern with physical appearance. Perceiving minor or imaginary defects in one's physical aspect can lead to an excessive focus on personal care. Number 8. Number 7. We meet everyone's favorite dribbler. However, Bachira hides a very heart-troubling truth. You see, Bachira is one of those unfortunate souls in Blue Lock who have received significant attention from the author. That is, they went too far with Bachira. Bachira has schizophrenia or psychotic disorder, characterized by hallucinations, seeing or hearing things that are not present, and delusions. This can easily be known, as it was revealed to us in the second episode of the anime. At the same time, Bachira has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. ADHD is characterized by patterns of decreased attention, impulsivity, and, in some cases, hyperactivity. People with ADHD may have significant difficulties maintaining concentration on tasks or activities and may exhibit behaviors that seem impulsive or immature, as has been demonstrated throughout the series. Number 7. Number 6. Here we encounter the main villain, an antagonist of the protagonist. From the first cover, Rin Itochi, brother of Sae Itochi and future wife of Isagi. Rin has borderline personality disorder, or bipolar disorder. These disorders can involve extreme mood changes, including irritability and intense anger when things don't go as desired. This can be demonstrated on several occasions in the first season. Although Rin may seem like a calm dude, he harbors a truly disturbing truth. Number 6. Number 5. Everyone's favorite scorer and future world champion. Isagi is characterized by possessing the metavision, seeing plays out of nowhere and predicting the future. That is, schizophrenia spectrum disorders and other psychotic disorders. They involve symptoms such as hallucinations, which can make a person see or hear things that do not exist. At the same time, he has obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, which could be related to the obsession of always being the best, especially if compulsions and obsessions revolve around success and perfection, which is exactly the case. Since the first episode, Isagi has shown us this facet from the moment he ran out to enter Blue Lock. Isagi has obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. In addition, Isagi has savant syndrome, that is, the ability some people with developmental disorders, including certain forms of autism, have to show exceptional skills in specific areas, such as memory, mathematical calculation, artistic or musical abilities, and potentially sensory perception. This, of course, referring to the first point. Number 5. Number 4. Shiro, better known as Explosive Demoness, is known for his brutality, mainly shown in the last chapter of the first season when he almost blew Isagi's head off. Shiro has intermittent explosive disorder. It involves episodes of aggressive or violent behavior disproportionate to the trigger. At the same time as he has antisocial personality disorder, people with this disorder can show a pattern of contempt for the rights of others, including hurting others without remorse. That clearly describes Shiro. Number 4. Spoiler alert, from this part on, we will talk about characters that have not yet appeared in the anime. Discretion is advised. Number 3. Don Lorenzo, the living zombie. This character was introduced to us during the match against Ubers in the Neo-Egoist League. Characterized by his lust for money, Don Lorenzo has narcissistic personality disorder. Individuals with this disorder often overvalue power, prestige, and vanity. They may use people around them for personal gain, seeing them as objects to enhance their own status or well-being, rather than as human beings with their own rights and feelings. In addition, he has antisocial personality disorder, characterized by a lack of empathy towards others, manipulation, and the pursuit of personal gratification at the expense of others. Greed and the use of others for personal gain can be associated behaviors. Number 3. Number 2. Charles has been introduced to us in the last arc as a young defensive genius. However, this young character harbors a dark secret. Charles has bipolar disorder, formerly known as a manic depression. This disorder is characterized by significant changes in mood, including manic or hypomanic in the case of bipolar disorder 2, episodes where the person can feel extremely happy or irritable, followed by depressive episodes where the person feels very sad or hopeless. These changes can be abrupt and significant. This has been demonstrated when Charles tried to make the pass to Shiro, but Hiro intercepted. In addition, Charles has schizophrenia spectrum disorders and other psychotic disorders, explained in point 5. Number 2. Number 1. To finish the top on a high note, we end with Kigami in his wildcard version. Kigami, after being defeated by Shiro, lost his chances of playing in the World Cup, being this a great traumatic event in Kigami's life. This would trigger post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD can develop after a person has been exposed to a traumatic event. In this case, his defeat against Shiro. While PTSD is primarily characterized by re-experiencing the trauma, avoidance of associated stimuli, and negative changes in thoughts and mood, a person with PTSD might become obsessed with the traumatic event and, in some cases, with the idea of revenge against the cause. Kigami wants revenge against Shiro, that's clear, but we are not done with Kigami yet. Kigami, once defeated by Shiro, completely changed personality, or at least that's what we thought. There is a chance that the real Kigami is still inside him, reaching his next disorder, dissociative identity disorder. This disorder is characterized by the presence of two or more distinct identities or personalities states. For example, one identity may be outgoing and friendly, like the heroic Kigami we knew, while another may be introvert, antisocial, and brusque, like wildcard Kigami. The transitions from one identity to another often occur abruptly and can be triggered by stress or traumatic situations. It is important to note that dissociative identity disorder is a complex disorder and is believed to arise in response to severe traumas, as a form of escape mechanism for the individual, allowing them to dissociate from painful experiences. Hopefully, Kigami can get his revenge and go back to eating meat with Isagi. Number 1. Well, that's all for today. I hope I haven't convinced you that all characters in Blue Lock have severe mental conditions. Subscribe, like, and follow me on my Instagram. Also visit my store where I steal designs from other people and put them on t-shirts and sweatshirts. That's all. Goodbye and see you very soon.